All right, before we get to Shmito, I want to talk a little bit about the Saints. I'm going to ask y'all as I set this up, so y'all too can think about it, Danny, Musso. I want you to think about who your top 5 Saints would be on the roster. And I just mean best players. Currently, right now. Top 5 best players. This is something that Larry Holder is doing in The Athletic. He only has 20 through 11 today. So I want us to kind of establish our top 5 and see where we line up with Larry, because I do respect his opinion. On his 20, starting at number 20, I worked 20 to 11. He has Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. Speaks well to what a job GJ has done in terms of getting people excited for his second year here. He had an immediate impact last year. He'll be in the nickel safety battle, nickel corner, whatever you want to call it, right? He could play safety or that slot corner. And I want to see, is it him? Is it P-Rob who wins that battle? But either way, him coming in at number 20 on the list after not being ranked last year. David Onyemata at 19. Andres Pete at 18. Still one of the most quirky things about the offseason is Pete's contract. I mean, you can understand it because of his versatility. He had massive leverage, but only checks in at number 18 here on this list. You got Malcolm Brown, the big nose guard, who we never talk about, but has had a solid impact for this New Orleans Saints team, doing a lot of the dirty work on that defensive line, like an O-lineman, actually. No glory. That's what it's like being one of those nose guards. Marcus Davenport, checking in right after him. Taysom Hill, Marcus Williams, who is much better than people think. It's just that he has had some very low moments, which, as we talked about, like how an O-lineman, he could dominate 20 plays in a row. You don't give a damn. He gets a holding penalty or gives up a sack, you're ready to kill him. That's kind of like Marcus Williams' career. On the whole, he's been actually truly excellent. It's just that he had the Minnesota Miracle, he had the face mask in San Fran last year, which ends up costing you some. Maybe people, I think, in their head rate him a bit differently. Eric McCoy, checking at number 12, and then Malcolm Jenkins comes in at number 11. So that's Larry's Holder 20 through 11. Now, as far as my top 5 Saints go, I think this is where I'm at. I'm going to start at number 5. Number 5, I got Demario Davis. All-pro linebacker, incredible leader, on and off the field. What more could you ask from your middle linebacker? I mean, to have Drew Brees on one side and as your mental leader and Demario Davis on the other side, any NFL team would want that. Checking in number 4 on my list. Or do you all have your number 5s? Do you all have your list ready to go? Do you want to give your number 5s?
Mine is also Demario Davis.
Okay, love it. Danny boy?
When healthy, I'm putting Alvin Khmer. I mean, I think he's super valuable to the team when he's healthy. Yep. And he can change the game in an instant. When you give him the ball, he'll make a play and it'll be a touchdown.
That's completely fair.
Flash. But when healthy.
And look at how, and we talked about it the other day, look at Russ Callaway. Talk about how the game's changing. Running backs have to be able to catch the ball like Alvin Khmer can. Look at what Christian McCaffrey just got paid because they believe Carolina is a result in wins and losses. So, yeah.
He's unguardable in the past. I saw someone on Twitter post a video of all his passing routes, and he was no linebacker can cover him.
No, I mean I think because Alvin Khmer is actually not on my list, and I think that it is because last year he played so injured. And I wish I could rattle off the numbers off the top of my head, but Underhill, in one of his pieces on New Orleans Football, there's a clear line of demarcation between weeks 1 through 5, Alvin Khmer, and then he gets hurt, and there's a steep statistical drop-off from that point. So he was playing injured last year. Make no mistake. It's just that the Saints have a very good roster right now, so I don't have him on there. Number 4, I got Ryan Ramczyk, multi-time All-Pro. Makes too much sense there. Who do you got?
Cam Jordan.
Okay.
Cam Jordan at 4.
I'm putting Ramczyk as well.
Yeah, I couldn't put Jordan. No, Jordan's number 3 for me. I couldn't put Ramczyk over Jordan. Ramczyk's excellent. Like I said, it's crazy to say, but you could talk about him as a potential Hall of Famer. That's how good he has been thus far. But Cam Jordan already is. This guy made an all-decade team, okay? He is consistent. I think he is easily the best two-way edge defender in the entire NFL. He's never missed a play with the Saints. He plays over 90% of the snaps, or never missed a game, excuse me. He plays over 90% of the snaps each season, too. He's an absolute monster. Cam Jordan, number 3 on my list. Who's 3 on your Moose?
Is Drew.
Okay. Oh,
Brees.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for there, Moose. So what do you got? Who do you got?
Cam Jordan as well.
Okay, so
just dominant. Yeah.
So why Brees at 3, Moose? I have him at 2 on my list.
No, it's just, I mean, he's still the guy, right? I mean, he's still their quarterback and whatnot, but Drew, for everything that he's done, has been fantastic. Drew is at the end of his career.
Yeah,
he still deserves to be in the top 5, but...
And a lot of this is kind of comparing them to their peers.
There you go. So,
and Drew is, I think he's a definite top 5 quarterback, but that is not a consensus opinion.
Of course not.
In NFL circles, as we figured out yesterday. So I have Brees at number 2. Danny, who do you have at number 2?
Number 2, I have Michael Thomas.
Oh, okay. And then
I have Ramczyk at number 2.
Oh, wow. Okay, so a lot of love.
Love him.
For what the right tackle's done early on. Respect. And then, and obviously I have Brees at 2 because he's not a consensus top 5 quarterback right now. The guy who is a consensus top 3, a lot of people argue number 1 in the league. Madden just gave him the 99. I got Mike Thomas as the best player on the Saints roster.
Same.
Breaking NFL records, unparalleled amongst his receiver brethren. Everybody's saying Julio. He outcaught Julio by like 400 yards last season and 1 million catches. So, yeah, give me Mike Thomas as the best player on this Saints roster. Danny?
I got Drew Brees.
Okay.
Even though he's old,
okay,
he's still slinging it around. I mean, you saw it from the Texans game, the home opener. Like, he can just break down a defense in like literally 30 seconds.
That drive was masterful.
Yeah,
the drive was masterful.
He still has it in him, and he makes the engine go for the Saints offense.
And that's why it's so frustrating that when we were in the Rodgers-Brees debate yesterday, people are throwing playoff records out there, and they're actually very comparable. I think Rodgers is 10-8, Brees is 8-6. But the context of Brees is 8-6 can be a bit heartbreaking, right? Leading a 17-point comeback in the second half in Minnesota against one of the best defenses in the league, only for the Minnesota Miracle to happen. Lining everything up perfectly to go to the Super Bowl on a year where you have a very good chance for the Nola no call to happen. Like, you could easily be talking about Brees at 10-4 and with another Super Bowl appearance that could push him to 11-4 with 2 Super Bowls, but whatever. We could no call will always haunt Saints fan forever. But those are your top 5 players. Let's see if Larry Holder, I think he'll probably release something like tomorrow, see if he agrees. Coming up next, though, we're going to talk